This conference will now be recorded.
Any doubt in yesterday's class?
No, ma'am.
Okay, today we are going to see premium bus service, that is Volvo model. Okay, so cost assumed here is taken for a single bus. So here we are talking about the premium bus service. So that is the Volvo bus. Okay, so here we are going to make an investment for the bus. So let's see how to work on this. So cost assumed here is taken for a single bus made by Volvo. Okay, the actual cost of the bus comes around 75 lakh, including all the additional expenses. So the cost of the bus is 75 lakh. How long with the vehicle? There are additional charges like registration, insurance tax, etc. Also, since the bus will be used for hire purpose, so it is for hiring purpose, like we are going it for service based. We leave some margin for the accessories that might get added to it. Some amount will be kept spent on acquiring all India permit to use the bus for the transportation purpose. So this is including everything 75 lakh. Okay, the company can incur 10% maintenance cost on the bus per year with the escalation rate of 15% yearly. Maintenance cost will be 10% for the first year. Year on year, 15% will be escalated. Okay, due to excessive use of the bus, it is used the I assumed the life of the bus will be only for 4 years. So 4 years I'm going to use the bus. After that, it's of no use. The income tax department follows the return down value method of depreciation. So the specified rate of depreciation is 25%. So first year 25%, second year 25, third year 25, fourth year 25. So in the 4 years, 100% will be done. The company couldn't purchase the bus through its own cash reserves. So they couldn't invest the entire 75 lakh from their hand. It needed help from the bank. The company took a loan of 75%. Means out of 75 lakh, 75% is taken loan by the bank. The bank, however, charged the interest rate of 15% with the tenure of loan for 4 years only. So, as the useful life of the bus is only 4 years, so they have given only for 4 years. Okay, so the interest rate is 15%. Interest rate value is expected to be high as the value will be used for commercial purpose. So why it is 15% means the bus is used for commercial purpose. The repayment schedule is going to be constant amount to be paid every year. So the repayment amounts is going to be constant and it has to be paid every year. You also have the option to pay back the loan amount lump sum in the end. So either I can pay the partial amount or I can pay all together in the fourth year. Lump sum I can repay the loan amount. So the bank insisted to pay some amount every year. So when I had two options also, but the bank is insisting me telling that I have to pay, make some partial amount every year. The principal amount has to be repaid. The cost of equity is 20%. So 75 means here it is 25% equity. Okay, sorry. So 25%. Once the bus service starts, the bus has 35 seating capacity. So seating capacity is 35 with a load factor of 50%. And the mileage is only 5 kilometers per liter. So the mileage, how much it is giving? 5 kilometer per liter. Total distance from Mumbai to Pune and back is around 310 kilometers. So the trip is going to happen from Mumbai to Pune. Again from Pune to Mumbai. Okay. So per side, one side from Mumbai to Pune it is 310 kilometers. So back is around 310. So Mumbai to Pune and back is around 310. Means going from Mumbai to Pune and again from Pune to Mumbai it is 310 kilometers. Time taken for one trip from Mumbai to Pune is 3 hours. Okay. So 3 hours they are going to take for one trip from Mumbai to Pune. Again from Pune to Mumbai again 3 hours. So overall how much they are going to work? 12 hours only. The Volvo company works only for 12 hours. Okay, so they are going to take only 4 trips. That is, one is from Mumbai to Pune, again Pune to Mumbai, once again Mumbai to Pune, and once again Pune to Mumbai. It will go and come back. That's it. Okay, 12 hours they are going to take it. Also, other costs to be taken, like driver cost is around 1200 for every Mumbai return. Means going from Mumbai to Pune 600, again Mumbai to Pune to Mumbai it is 600. Means per trip going and coming back he is charging 1200, and toll price to be paid during the trip in a day is 3200 per day. The toll fees is not per trip, it is per day. The toll, this one is they are going to pay is 3200. Other miscellaneous charges of rupees 300 per trip. So miscellaneous charges will be 300. Miscellaneous cost will include the cost of parking the bus in a shed, amount acts, so it is including the parking fees also. Amount acts as a buffer and also takes into consideration the cost associated with the co-driver also. So co-driver means assistant will be there, no, for driver, for him also. To generate revenue, Volvo decides to charge 350 per person. So per person the ticket cost is 350, and due to inflation they plan to escalate the ticket price by 10%. So first year it is 350, so from second year onwards 10% on the ticket price will be hiked. Okay, so the diesel required by the bus is charged at rupees 64 per liter. Per liter diesel cost is 64 with the escalation of 15%. First year it is 64, from next year onwards it is 15% increase is there. Inflation also includes driver cost and miscellaneous expenditures. So driver cost, that is his salary, so that also 15% is going to be increased, and miscellaneous and other charges rupees 300. That also first year only 300, next year onwards 15% inflation is going to happen. Here they have mentioned. Evaluate the above proposal for running a premium bus service between Mumbai and Pune. Assume tax rate is 5%. The income tax generated from this bus business will be invested in some other place to make additional income of 5%. So the revenue, so the whatever the amount I'm getting, I'm going to invest in some other business also. Okay, so this is the case study. Any doubts in this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I wanted you people to solve this case study, but before that I'll just help you and putting all the values in the respective place. Okay, so then you can solve the case study. So the cost of the bus is, it is 75 lakh, equals 75 lakh. Then maintenance per year. So maintenance, how much they are telling? Maintenance 10%. So maintenance will be 10%. Escalation rate in maintenance. So maintenance they are telling 10%. So the bus here with the escalation rate of 15% yearly. So 15% will be escalation will be there. Life of bus will be for 4 years. So 4 years. And depreciation rate. So depreciation rate, how much they are telling? 25%, right? So 25% here on here, where they have given the depreciation 25% here, depreciation 25%. Okay, so straight line method they are going to use. So debt how much we have? So debt 75%. So 75% on the overall, this one 75%. Equity will be 25%. So then interest rate. So interest rate, how much they have told? So rate of interest rate will be 15%. So 15% interest rate. Tenure for loan. So how many years? Tenure they have told us 4 years. 4 years. Cost of equity, we are not going to tell anything now. So then tax rate. So tax rate, it is 5%. 5% tax rate. Debt is 2. I'm not going to give anything over there. Interest income. So interest income, so they are telling that we are going to invest this amount in at some other business. So additional income 5% we are going to give. So 5% income. So diesel rate. So diesel rate, how much they are telling? So diesel required bus is charged at 64 per liter. So 64 rupees equals 64. Then diesel price escalation. So with the escalation of 15%, diesel price will be increased by 15%. And inflation. So inflation, how much they are telling? Inflation is also at 15%. So 15%. Seating capacity of the bus. 35. The bus has the seating capacity of 35. So equals 35. Then load factor. So load factor, how much they are telling? So 50% of load. See here, load factor 50%. So 50%. Tariff. So how much is the ticket cost? So decides per person, 350 per person equals 350 rupees per person. So escalation, how much they are planning to increase? So it will be escalate the ticket price by 10%. So 10%. Fuel efficiency. So fuel efficiency, how much they are telling? How much kilometer does it gives? So 5 kilometer per liter. Seating capacity. So here mileage is only 5 kilometers per liter. So equals 5 kilometers. Driver cost per trip. So here they are telling driver cost is around 1200 for every Mumbai return. So that is going and coming back. So for one trip from Mumbai to Pune is charging 600. Okay. So miscellaneous is rupees 300 equals 300. Then toll amount. So toll amount, how much they are telling? What is the toll amount? Toll amount.
Ma'am, total amount is 3,200.
So 3,200 means they are telling that toll amount is 300. Toll price to be paid during the trip is 1,200 and other miscellaneous charges. So 3,200 toll. Per trip they are asking. So here how many trip we are going to do? So it is 4 trip. 4 eights are 32. So per trip from Mumbai to Pune it is 800 they are going to charge. Okay, toll amount. So overall we are telling 800. So if I tell equals 800 into 4, 3,200. Clear? Okay. Then so the route here. So it is from Mumbai to Pune. Okay. So then distance. So how much is the distance they are telling? So Mumbai to Pune and back. So going and coming back, they are telling both 310. So 310 divided by 2 equals 310 divided by 2 means 155. On one side, it is 155. So Mumbai to Pune, it is 155 kilometers. Estimated time taken. So they are telling how much. So Mumbai to Pune is 3 hours. So 3 hours. Then trips per day. So it is 4 trips. So Mumbai to Pune, Pune to Mumbai. Again Mumbai to Pune, Pune to Mumbai. So they are going to take 4 trips in a day. Okay. So we have put all the assumptions. Now I wanted you people to start solving. So in this one thing is once after solving this income statement, go and solve this debt schedule and then you need to come back to your balance sheet. Okay. So after your income statement, don't go directly to balance sheet. After your income statement, go to debt schedule, then balance sheet, then cash flow, and then free cash flow equity. Okay. Solve it. So once you are done, I will solve it and show so that you can cross check. Girls, as we had discussed, on 7th you will be having the exam. Okay, so it will be multiple choice. So the same timings you people need to attend, but on 7th we will not be having the class from 6 o'clock. So probably by 6:30 we will plan so that everybody has to join. No, but make sure by 6:30 everybody should be there. So we'll just guide you with the link, everything. You need to follow the instructions and take up with the exam. Okay. So it will be something around 45 minutes to 1 hour, probably the time period will be. Before that, Tuesday, we will have the revision. So I'll show you the question paper, the old question paper, and we will just have a discussion what it is. Okay. So that you will get some idea about how the exam will be. If you are having any doubts also, please go through everything. And if you are having the doubts on 2nd, we will clarify. We'll see how much it is possible. We will solve this. If not, by Monday, we will solve this Volvo model. Tuesday we will have the revision, and Wednesday you will be having the exam. Don't miss out the exam because you will not get the certificate if you don't take up the exam. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please show the assumptions again?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you have taken diesel price acceleration 15% and inflation also 15%. How, ma'am?
So here in the questionnaire they have explained, right? So here, so with the escalation price of 15%, so diesel price 15% will be there. Drivers cost also 15% inflation will be there. Miscellaneous expenses also 15%. So diesel price, where we have given, yeah, 64 here we have given C. So the diesel required by the bus is charged at 64 per liter with the escalation of 15%. So this 15%. Okay. So inflation figures assumed for the driver cost and miscellaneous expenses. Inflation also includes driver cost and miscellaneous expenses. So that is also 15%. So cost of equity, high yield assume this is done on the purpose to check if this project lies higher upon the investment. So there are comments if you wanted to check. So this red color symbols shows there is a comment. So if you are having doubt, you can just open it and you can see what are the things it is. Life of the bus, what it is, other income. So what they have given. So other income, what it is including. So like that, the explanation is given. So this red color mark. Okay. So inflation, you can see figures assumed for the driver cost and miscellaneous expenses. So for both they are telling 15% is there. So that's why 15% over there.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, this interest income, 5% on what should we take it, ma'am?
Interest income will be like whatever the amount we are getting. So like here in this one they have so the income generated from this business will be invested in some other place to make the additional income of 5%. So interest income is whatever the income we are getting, we are going to invest it elsewhere. So here we can take it in the revenue. So the revenue thing is there, no? So here we can take this. So initially when we are doing it, we are not going to calculate the in revenue cost. So we don't know what is the revenue. So initially we are not going to calculate the revenue, and in the cash. So here also we are not going to calculate immediately. Okay, once after all the calculations are done, we are going to take this. So these
Okay,
two
ma'am.
things. Hmm.
So, ma'am, we won't be
So
able
here,
to
here,
calculate
not
other
not
income.
revenue, ma. It is not revenue, other income. Sorry, it is not revenue. It is other income which has to be done. This one, which has to be filled later. Other income. So I told no. So this one has to be put in the other. See, interest income on surplus cash. Find out percentage of opening cash balance. Okay, this one we are going to do it later, and the other part also. In the cash, so the first thing. So this one we are going to do it later. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, how do we find cost of revenues?
Cost of revenue. So you have done till here.
Ma'am,
You have
except the
done the.
other income? Yeah, ma'am.
So it will be sum of this values. So that fuel cost, maintenance expenses, driver cost, miscellaneous cost, and toll income. So from here, everything it will be my cost of revenues. So whatever the revenue I am getting on that, what is the cost that I am incurring? So after all the expenses, so this will be my cost of revenue. So that will be equals sum of E24 to E28. Done, ma? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, in this load capacity, load factor,
Load factor. Where in the assumptions?
yes, ma'am, in operating revenues assumptions,
Okay, load factor.
is
So the
is there
overall
any?
weight of the like overall weight of the bus, whatever it is there, no, like 100%. In that, 50% will be the load capacity.
Okay,
So
so
that
ma'am,
50%. Yes, ma.
only 35 multiplied by 50% we have to take as while calculating the revenue.
Which one? To calculate the revenue.
Revenue.
Okay, how the calculation will be applied? So here I will be taking. I'll tell you here. So just decrease the size. So equals, first thing is what is the tariff? That is 350. 350 into how much is the seating capacity? 35. 35 into what is the load factor they are telling? 50%. 50% into how many trips we are going to take in a day? 4 trips. 4
Okay.
into, so this is for, per year, isn't it? So that is for 365. This thing what I'm talking about is one day. So this one, it has to be done it for 365 days.
Okay, ma'am.
And they are telling that in the revenue there is 10% inflation that is happening year on year.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, the debt and equity will be calculated on what amount?
On the 75 lakh. 75 lakh, this is the overall amount, that is 100%. So in this 75 lakh, 75% I'm going to take the loan, and 25% I'm going to make the investment. That is my equity on the
Okay, ma'am.
75 lakh.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, in cost of revenues,
Yeah.
do we have to sum all the expenses that we have been incurring, like fuel cost, maintenance expenses?
It will be sum of all these expenses.
Okay, ma'am.
Fuel cost, maintenance, driver cost, miscellaneous, and toll amount.
Ma'am, so it is the other of it is the other name of total expenses,
Yes.
cost of revenues. Okay.
Yes.
And ma'am, since we have not calculated other incomes, then how we
Hmm.
can take out EBITDA and depreciation and other things?
Which one?
Uh, Other incomes.
Other incomes, for instance, we are going to calculate, but the figures will be just put later. So gross profit, if I'm talking about the EBITDA, so I'm going to tell it is equals E23. So this second, this two. Sum of E22 and E23. I'm going to take it like that only. Later part, once the amount comes over there, automatically the calculation will be adjusted.
Okay, ma'am.
Minus total revenue.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, in the debt schedule, what is EOP?
End of the period. So B of P means beginning of the period, end of the period. So in the year zero, I am receiving the debt. So that will be 75 lakh into 75%.
After that?
So that will be 75%. And here year beginning will become, so this value will be raised over here. We had done this debt schedule, remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah, ma'am, I got it now.
Hmm. Girls, are you people able to do it?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
What is EAI in debt schedule?
EAI, equal annual installment. So the debt amount is 75 lakh into 75%. That comes around 6 lakhs 56,000 something. Okay, so that will be my debt amount. And here in the year beginning, it is going to be raised, isn't it? So the interest amount I'm going to pay. So once after paying the interest, so what is the EAI? So debt, sorry. So EAI is equal annual installment. So how much we are going to put the PMT function to calculate the
Okay.
EAI. PMT functions, you remember debt schedule?
Yes, ma'am.
PMT
Yes, ma'am.
function. So what is the rate, N per, what is the present value? So end of the
Yes, ma'am.
period, and that one you have to calculate. PMT function, take it in minus because the amount will be paid to them. So minus
Okay, ma'am.
PMT function. So that one. So here interest minus EAI will be end of the period. Principal repaid will be the amount. Okay. So the interest minus EAI will be my principal repaid. So whatever the EOP and debt amount will be there, that will be carried forward for the next year. So that will become the beginning of the period debt amount.
Okay, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
End of period will be debt minus EAI or debt minus principal repaid.
End of period will be interest minus EAI. So this is the debt amount. Okay. So for this
Yes,
debt
ma'am.
amount, what is the interest I'm going to pay? Okay. So EAI will be equal annual installment for which I'll be using this PMT function. So I'll get to know what is the equal annual installment I'm going to pay. Interest minus EAI, I'll get to know how much is the, sorry, uh, debt amount minus EAI, I'll get to know the end of the period.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma, someone else asked something. Did somebody ask something when she was asking the doubt?
Ma'am, now this BOP is balance of payment, ma'am, for all
No, no,
full
beginning of
amount.
period, debt amount, beginning of period. So now
That
first
is
year, whatever I have done, end of period, whatever the debt amount will be left. So for the next year, it is the beginning of the debt amount, right?
yeah. So the first
So
year we
that,
won't have anything.
so first year, this one, so EOP, so whatever the debt amount I have taken, that is 75 lakh into
It is
75%.
75%. Okay.
Into 75%, that will be 5 lakh 56 lakhs 25,000. So here I have not paid anything. So by the end of the zero, that is initially when I'm starting my business, I have taken this loan. So when I start repaying, this value will become the beginning of the period debt amount. So interest expenses, how much
On
they
that
have
we
told?
have a 15 or
15%.
something. On that
15% they
loan.
have told. Here PMT function you will put. So this end of the period will be BOP minus EAI. You will get the end of the period. So principal repaid will be interest minus EAI. You will get to know the principal repaid. Clear, ma? Got it? Understood?
Ma'am, can you do this only for 1 year?
First year, huh? Okay, interest expenses, how much they are telling here?
15%.
So 15%. So that will be equals on this value 15%, isn't it? So EAI, so they are telling PMT function. So minus. Why? Because I am paying the amount. So PMT. So what is the rate of interest? 15%, right? So
Yes.
15%, comma. So N per is for
Number of years.
4 years.
Yeah. 4.
4 years, comma, present value. How much is the amount I am receiving the loan? 56 lakh 25,000. So 56
Okay.
lakhs 25,000. Future value, nothing. The loan will be cleared,
Okay.
zero. Type will be end of the period. So this
Okay.
one, okay, EAI.
Yes.
End of the period will be, so that will be equals, mm, so it is this amount minus, so M48. So whatever the principal repaid. So here principal repaid will be equals, so the interest amount. So EAI minus the interest expenses. So here you are going to take this end of the period value.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Girls, answer your attendance in the meantime as you are solving it. Anchal,
Present, ma'am.
Anchal, you were present yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Astha, Astha, Aliza George, Aliza George, Amara Sai Lakshmi, Amara Sai Lakshmi, Anagha,
Present, ma'am.
Anagha, yesterday you are present.
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya, Anushri,
Present, ma'am.
ma yesterday and day before yesterday you are present.
No, ma'am, I was absent.
Aparna,
Present, ma'am.
yesterday.
I was present, ma'am.
Astha Jain, Astha Jain.
Ma'am, that interest expense,
Hmm.
that is, how do you calculate, ma'am? N per that formula.
So
Which
no,
one?
no, it is on the value. So this beginning
The
of the period
EAI?
value into 15%.
Okay. The EAI?
EAI will be PMT function. Astha Jain, Aisha, Aisha, Ayushi, Ayushi, Astha Ayushi, Siona, Siona, Deep Shakti, Deep Shakti, Dia, Isha,
Present, ma'am.
Isha, you were present yesterday also, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Asta Jain? Ishani? Ishani? Janvi?
Present, ma'am.
Janvi.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were absent for a very long time, ma?
No, ma'am, I was present on Monday, Tuesday, and I was absent on Wednesday.
Okay, Khyati?
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday, Khyati, you were present?
Yes, ma'am.
Kriti?
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Both the days, yesterday and today? Yesterday also?
No, ma'am. Yesterday I was absent.
Kumari Richa?
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Lipika?
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Nazli? Sorry, Maria?
Yes, ma'am. I was present.
Both the days, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Nazli?
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday, Nazli?
Ma'am, I attended half the class, then I got disconnected because of the internet.
Okay, Nitya? Nitya? Opal? Prachi? Sorry, Pranavi? Parnavi? Sorry, Parnavi?
Present, ma'am.
Parnavi, yesterday and day before yesterday?
Present, ma'am.
Prachi? Prachi? Shivika? Shreya R?
Yes, ma'am, present.
Yesterday also, ma?
Yes, ma'am, yes, I was present.
Shreya H?
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Trishla Jain? Trishla? Stotra?
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday, ma?
Yes, ma'am, I was present.
Tamanna? Tamanna? Vandana? Vandana? Vinita?
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday, ma?
Yesterday I attended till 7, but then I got disconnected because of network issues.
Fine. Kirtana?
Present, ma'am.
Soumya? Soumya? Shruti?
Present, ma'am.
Shruti, yesterday also you are present?
No, ma'am. Yesterday I was absent.
Okay. Aliza Khan? Aliza Khan? Abhijit?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yesterday you are present, pa?
Yes, ma'am.
Lakshita? Lakshita? Are you people able to do it? Any doubts? You can ask me, girls.
Now in the balance sheet we have to find out cash. So now this cash we can't find out because we have to do the income statement, no ma'am, or cash flow
Yes.
statement.
Yes. So you
Ma'am,
need to
and in
solve
cash
this,
flow,
and this values will be bought here. Cash, you will get it over here, and the revenue, it will be bought over here.
but in cash flow statement we don't have the profit after tax.
Which one?
In cash flow statement
Yeah.
because
Here,
we
which
didn't,
value will be bringing it here? Huh?
not there ma'am, cash flow statement.
Yeah, ma. Here. What was your
Huh.
doubt?
Profit after tax, net income. We don't have that, no, ma'am.
Net income. One
Yes,
second.
ma'am.
So net income. That one, for that we need to calculate the cash statement. Which one we are asking? So first we are going to do the balance sheet. So balance sheet, then we will be coming to the cash flow. So net income, you have to take this value. Net income, which one? So profit after tax you have to take.
Ma'am, but then for profit, if we have to take that, we have to know what is other income, no, ma'am.
Yes. So directly you are going to take. Once you complete your cash flow, then you will automatically get this values over here. So like here, what you are going to take means, so in the cash, so you are going to take, so what's this value? This one, end of the period. So whatever the value you get here, so that will be bought to your cash. So for that, first you need to solve your cash flow statement. Whatever the EOP that will be there, cash end of the period, that amount I'm going to get it here in the cash balance sheet. Whatever the cash I have no, so there. So in this one we had done, you remember, in the financial statement where I did my cash flow statement, income statement, and balance sheet, all the three.
Yes, ma'am.
Cash at the end of the period, it was coming on the asset side, beginning of the period.
Yes, ma'am. I know.
So here,
I
end
got.
of the period, whatever the cash will be there, that will be bought on the asset side, cash in the balance sheet.
Okay.
Girls, are you people able to solve it? So
No, ma'am.
it is going to be 7:30. Just save whatever till whatever you have done, save it. Okay, complete it. So next class I will solve this. So then you can check for the answer. Not at all an issue. Okay. Whatever you have done till there you can save. So that once you are free, you can continue wherever you have stopped. Or if you want me to wait for another 5-10 minutes, I'll wait. Not at all an issue. You want me to wait? Or if you tell ma'am we will sort it out Monday, you just solve it and show, we'll check the answers. That is also fine. Both the things, it's okay for me.
On Monday we'll do it, ma'am. And when
Okay.
will you be sharing the PDFs, ma'am, of the theory?
Monday I will share it.
Can you share it tomorrow so that we can study for the test?
Just put a reminder to me. Okay. A personal message you can put a reminder
Okay,
so
ma'am.
that I'll share it.
Okay.
Okay. The
Ma'am,
PDF
how
means
much?
the initial one what I have explained you. That PPT, right?
Yes, ma'am. All the theories.
Yes, yes. Because this case studies, everything I have shared it to you. Only the PPT I have not shared. I'll share it to you, ma. Just Monday,
Okay.
tomorrow you just put me a reminder. I will
Okay,
share
ma'am.
the notes. Okay, ma.
Ma'am, how
Someone
many
else
marks
was.
is it?
This is for
How many
100
marks?
marks. 100
Okay.
marks.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
ma'am, everything will be theory only.
Yeah, it will be multiple choice, but some places you need to apply the calculation. Like you can use the calculator in order to do the calculation. Like now we did for interest expenses or how to calculate the IRR. So if I wanted this one means what has to be taken under consideration, like that there might be questions. You can use the calculator in order to do the calculation. The right answer will be given in 4 options. You need to choose the right answer.
Okay, ma'am.
So like that, it will be based on Excel as well as financial modeling both. Excel refresher we had done, right? So from there, everything will be coming. If you want on Monday, we will finish this one as early as possible. So the other half of this one, Monday and Tuesday, both the days we can keep it for this one revision, like Excel revision and FM also. You try it out in the weekends. Just try go through. If you are having any doubts, you can get it clarified. It will be multiple choice only. Okay, now if you are stopping it now till whatever you have done, press Control S so that till whatever you have done, it will be saved so that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whenever you are leisure, you can continue and complete the assignment. Okay. Shall I wind up the session for today or shall I wait?
Wind up, ma'am.
Okay. What about others? Is there anybody who's still trying? You want me to wait?
Ma'am, we shall continue tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, dear. Have a good day. People can leave.